Hi.
It's our due date today, February 20th. And guess where we are?
The ER.
Again.
Oh my child, I know you're hurt and you can't let go. It's not your fault and you don't deserve.
Well, it is week 7.
Yeah, we just finished week 7. He turned 7 weeks old yesterday, and we're surviving. Been some long days, some hard evenings, but I think we're starting to get it figured out.
I think part of it is because the weather is like this outside.
It's miserable.
It's gray and rainy, and we're getting a little stir crazy. So.
Yeah, and like every 3 hours repeats itself because we're supposed to feed him every 3 to 4 hours, change him, try and keep him awake. And I mean, he's been better this week since he's been on his baby Zantac, and we've been figuring out the night sleeping a little. We're both still not sleeping a ton because we have the weird shifts, and I think the hardest part is just falling asleep multiple times a night quickly for only an hour or two. That's really hard.
His birthday or his due date was February 20th, and that was on
Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday. And Jamie, you want to tell him what happened on Wednesday?
Well, he woke up Tuesday with what looked like an infected fingernail cuticle, and I wasn't that concerned. It's that the whole fingertip was red up from his first joint, so I thought it would just go away the next day. So when it didn't, I just called the pediatrician to ask, mainly like, oh, should I soak it in water? Should I just put some Neosporin on it? And they all of a sudden were like, you need to go to the children's urgent care, even the children's ER, because we don't mess around with infections in preemies and newborns. We begrudgingly went to the children's urgent care at 5:30 on Wednesday night. Elliott decided to get an infected fingernail.
We'll call it a hangnail. I'm not happy about it.
No, he isn't either. So he's got it wrapped with ointment, and it took 2 doctors and an urgent care and ER visit to say that's pretty much fine. In the end, it just turned out to be a paronychia.
Paronychia, it's a fancy name for a hangnail.
Where it's just infected, and they gave us a prescription, and I got it the next day, and it seems to be better now. So it wasn't a big deal. The problem is, if he'd gotten a worse infection, it can just spread really quick, and it's just super dangerous for these little babies. So Friday we took him out. We went to the yacht club for dinner.
We had to go to the yacht club to use up our minimum spend for the month, and it's usually not that busy, so we took Elliott, and he was very well behaved. Slept the whole time while we were eating, and we just had to feed him when we left. Trying to wake him up. He woke up just briefly to say hello to all the patrons of the Racine Yacht Club who loved him, and then he passed out on the way home again. So.
Yep.
Then this weekend we've been inside because it's been rainy and cold again.
Trying to get him to nap more. I think the key is trying to get him to sleep a little more during the day so he doesn't get so fussy in the evening. So that's the goal yesterday and today. And last night he started sleeping in his crib in his napper bassinet thing that's curved that he likes. So we were able to watch him on the Nest camera, and we've also started doing white noise on an app on our phone, which I think seems to help him sleep deeper so he doesn't hear all the creaking and the furnace turning on and off and all that. So we're figuring it out, but it's still a little rough. We're counting down till he can only maybe get up once per night, and then hopefully at 3 or 4 months maybe sleep through the night. But if he could even just knock it up at 12 and 3, that would be great. But
we don't want to wish it all away.
We're enjoying it as much as we can, but it's really hard when you're tired and you're just constantly on repeat. The other thing we did last week is I went to my first My Morning with Mom, which they have her at the Aurora West Dallas Women's Pavilion Hospital where we gave birth. You can go for an hour and a half and just meet with other moms, and they have topics, and everyone hangs out with their babies, and just to get out of the house and talk to other people. So we didn't do a lot else. We're just counting down till spring. Tomorrow's supposed to be in the teens, and the 14-day outlook looks pretty much below freezing and snow showers. So if we could be blessed with an early spring in mid-March or early April even, that would be great. He's scratching himself here. I think we gotta file those nails.
Somebody needs a manicure, so he's gonna get his nails trimmed for the first time so he doesn't scratch his face anymore. Okay, well, we're gonna wrap up and go to the mall here and make some food.
Let's hope week 8 is even better.
See you next week.
Oh my child, I know you're hurt and you can't let go. It's not your fault and you don't deserve all the bad and the hurt.